Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers podcast, where we talk about everything West Ham, what's been going on during the week, answer your questions, and catch up with the latest news. Once again, I'm here with Lee and Luke. How we doing, lads?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Nice to be here again. Great show last week.
Right, so plenty to talk about this week. First off, we might as well get started with Norwich at the weekend. What are your thoughts?
Frustrated, frankly. You've got to be winning those games. If you've got aspirations to be a top 8 team, I think they're the sort of games you've got to be winning. Having said that, having been 2-0 down, you've got to take a point away from home in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, watching it was just so annoying. I keep saying it in my previews and my reviews. It's just them slow starts. That players don't look up for it, and then we leave it too late. Like that team, we should have absolutely trounced them, like 3-4-0. It's shocking.
Like we spoke about it last week, obviously about the slow starts and like struggling to up our game against like the lesser clubs. And it just shows again, when we did manage to pull one back, we were all over them. They completely folded, and like their confidence was gone. And again, it's the same questions every week.
Yeah.
Why can't we start like that? Why can't we start the way we finished? What is it?
I've got to give it. I was very impressed with Moses when he came on. Real impact when he came on. Pace, because I was thinking, do you know what? There's no point signing him now because Antonio's done so well. But performances like that, you think maybe we should go in for him in the summer. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, as you know, I wasn't his biggest fan. I don't think he's done much for us this season. But yeah, he did look very, very good when he came on. He looked sharp, and he was direct. And again, that's what I was saying last week about missing Lanzini. We missed that player to be direct, to run at teams and stretch them.
Definitely.
Great
goal for Noble as well. Got to give him that. I'm not his biggest fan, as you know, but it was a great goal.
Very good finish.
Yeah, I was just about to say about Noble that he's actually stepped his game up the last few games.
Impressive. And again, with the Payet form, the guy didn't play well, scored and set up a goal. And what does that say about the man? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So not the best games.
Yeah.
Really should have won. Missed a massive chance again, as we always do. How many times can you think where West Ham have had a chance to get into the European spots, to get into the top 4? Even I think a few seasons ago, it must have been a few seasons ago now, we had a chance to go top at one point and we blew it.
Yeah, and I remember even in the Championship, I think it was a game against Reading. That was to go and get the automatic promotion. And I think we lost that 4-2, if I remember. It was a long time ago now. But always, when we just get that chance to take that next step, we seem to lose. And it's always against a lesser team. You don't mind if you go in and you lose to Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Tottenham. But like your Norwiches and teams like that, especially with Man United losing as well, it was I was really annoyed at the weekend with that result. Really annoying.
Yeah. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. Obviously you've done your review of the Norwich game, so pretty much summed everything up there. I don't think there's too much else to add really, apart from sort of same old.
Bit of Emeneki maybe missed 2 good chances.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he missed that sitter, then he right at the end, just couldn't get enough on it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest though, he obviously got slagged off loads for missing that chance. But again, I mean, he's played 10 minutes of Premier League football in his career now. So he's not going to be he's not going to be match fit yet. He's not going to be shot.
I think the goals will come.
Definitely. And he's getting into the positions. Do you know what I mean? He had more chances to score in those
mobile as well.
Valencia had in the last 4 games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mobile as well, which I like. He can move. He's not like Jelavic. He's definitely a better player than Jelavic, just from them few minutes I've seen of him.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see him start against Blackburn, but
yeah, I've said that actually myself. I'd like him to start.
Andy Carroll's got a very good record against Blackburn.
Has he?
Got a hat-trick. He's got a couple of goals against them. I remember he scored a last-minute winner actually for Liverpool the season Blackburn went down.
Just on last week as well, guys. I know he's a hammer out on loan, but did any of you guys catch Samuelson in the Peterborough West Brom game? I just thought we'd give him a mention because he was outstanding.
Fantastic. Yeah, shame he missed the penalty.
Yeah. But like you were saying about Moses, direct, just the skills were outrageous.
Well, he made
I mentioned today.
He made Premier League defenders look very average at times in that game. It was excellent.
No, it'd be nice to see him. Maybe a year in the Championship and then West Ham, but we'll see.
It's exciting. The playmakers that we've got on the books now are very exciting. If we manage to lock down Lanzini, Payet, Samuelson coming through, fantastic. We just need that. Excuse me. We just need that striker now to sit in front of them and put chances away.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I think that pretty much covers Norwich. I don't know if you saw Match of the Day afterwards, and Shearer asked Roy Hodgson was on Match of the Day. Shearer asked him straight up, "What do you think about Noble getting in the England team?" And Roy did his best to completely avoid the question.
Mm-hmm.
Decided to start talking about Danny Drinkwater, and to me, he might as well have just said no. He might as well have just said no. I don't like Noble. I don't rate him. He's not going in the team. It's hard for me to talk about this, keeping my language clean. To be honest,
The thing is, it's been like it for years. It's not just the Mark Noble issue. Like you got to think back. I remember one of the things that stick out in my head through time is Joe Cole had not been capped for England the day he signed for Chelsea. Boom, England team, absolute joke.
Oh yeah, if Noble was sitting on Arsenal's bench, he'd be in the squad.
Oh, 100%.
There's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. And it's so frustrating the fact that, he'd rather pick bench warmers for the big clubs than players that are playing well, deserving their call-ups. It's ridiculous.
You can guarantee that Danny Welbeck, 1 game, 1 goal, he'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
Of course he will.
Yep.
Jack Wilshere's the same, not played all season. He'll come back.
The same with
games, and he'll be in the squad.
I can't remember who said it. Was it? I can't remember what pundit said it about Cresswell as well. I actually saw it was Bilic in a press conference. I remember now, and he said, "You name a left back that's actually played as well English in the Premier League. Obviously, Baines has had his injury problems. Luke Shaw's broken leg. Who else? Who else at left back? Danny Rose. Does he get in the Tottenham team now? He started well, but he don't get in the team now.
He played the weekend, didn't he? He played the right weekend.
Yeah.
But he's not.
I'm not saying take them to the Euros at all. But if you go on these people that have received 1 cap, Mark, Cresswell, they deserve a cap.
Oh yeah,
100 million%.
Definitely.
I'm not saying take them to the Euros at all.
The Cresswell one actually annoys me more than the Noble one because Cresswell's been consistent now for season and a half.
Last year as well.
So
was it you said about Antonio as well? Like maybe he's there. Don't get me wrong, England have phenomenal wingers, don't they? But what do you think on that, Antonio? What is your actual opinion, Lee, on that?
Well, right here, right now, who'd you rather in your team, Walcott or Antonio? Who's been more consistent this season? It's Antonio for me.
With goals in his game as well now, Antonio. So
I mean, the one that strikes me is the goal he scored against Liverpool, where it was a foul, but he made that tackle on the halfway line. He ended up in the opposite wing, heading it in.
Yeah.
Many wingers that had that in their locker. And do England have that? I mean, Oxlade-Chamberlain's in and out of the Arsenal squad. Walcott likewise. Aaron Lennon's had a good couple of weeks, but
Sterling blows on Cole.
Yeah, Sterling I think has been terrible personally for the money they paid. I think he's had a terrible season. I'd
love to see Tonks get a cap as well. Love to see Tonks get a cap, but it's hard. That centre half position is hard. That's one of the hardest ones to get, probably.
It is, but you've got Cahill and Smalling, who I think are probably the first choice.
And Stones,
Jagielka, Stones. Again, Everton haven't had a good season. United haven't had a good season.
No. What about Andy? Would you take Andy as impact if he stayed fit to the end of the season?
100%.
That's the question. If he stayed fit, that's the thing, though, isn't it? I think if Andy was fit, he'd be in the squad.
Yeah. There's no one else like him.
But then who do you take out? Because obviously Sturridge and the boy from Tottenham, I won't say his name because I can't stand him. So you got Sturridge, him,
Rooney.
Yeah, Wayne.
Then who? Welbeck, Vardy, Carroll.
Vardy obviously has to go.
Yeah, I can see him not taking Vardy though.
Him not taking. There's no way he can't. He has to. He will definitely take him. He has to take him.
But you look at those 4 strikers, and I know they're very similar players. No, there isn't an Andy Carroll. You need an Andy Carroll. You need someone like that, and there isn't anyone else in the Premier League or English anywhere that can play.
Especially if we do finish top 5, top 6. And no player gets any recognition. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke.
Yeah.
Can we move on? Because the England team always gets on our nerves. You know, it winds us up as West Ham fans. I'm sure there'll be loads of comments on the England topic. I'm sure there will be.
Okay, well, moving on. Next thing we've got to talk about players coming back from injury. Obviously, Sacco and Lanzini very close to a return. Fantastic news. Can't wait. As you know, I can't wait to see Lanzini back.
Oh, definitely.
I think that's going to make such a difference. I think we miss him so much. Really hope we get him tied down. Sacco is an interesting one because he hasn't had the best of seasons before he got injured. So is he going to make that much of an impact coming back, do you think?
I think he's so key to the way we play.
Mhm.
That one player up front, he works so hard, incredibly hard. I think there's something more to his game than goals. And to be fair, he's got 5, which still makes him our second
Yeah.
highest goal.
Was it you that put the tweet out today? The one that he posted himself saying
Yeah.
that he's really keen to get back now as well. Yeah, I think he'll come back hungry. Like you say, he might not score the goals, but it's just the work rate is brilliant, isn't it? Yeah.
I think he's a player that's very grateful for the opportunity he's been given. At a Premier League club coming from the second division in France. I think yeah, I'm a big fan personally. I think as I say, to the way we play.
Yeah, definitely. That raises questions again. Obviously, so much talk about a new striker coming in during the summer, a £20 million striker coming in during the summer. With the system that Slav plays, with the one up front, I mean, we're a bit overloaded at the minute with strikers. So, I mean, that's what do you see going on there? Say we bring in, I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know. Say we brought in Batshuayi. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can we link that in? Sorry, guys. Just before we carry on with that, that was one of the questions from at @irons_Holmes. He says, if you were given 20 million, what striker would you sign? So here's our chance to answer that question.
Yeah, I mean it's difficult. Like I say, the talks are. I hope I'm saying it right. Batshuayi is the number one target, but I don't think we'd get him for 20 million. I think he's more likely to cost 30 million plus.
I've got a controversial one.
Yeah.
Benteke.
I mean, you can't. Well, he's a good striker. Obviously,
maybe he wants to be that big fish in a small pond, and he could come to West Ham point to prove. We've got a good record of getting those players with points to prove.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, he's an outstanding striker, and the way we play, if we could play with 2 direct wingers, like Antonio, it won't be Moses next year, but someone like that.
I would love to go in for Igalo as well, possibly someone like that. I think 20 mil would get him. I think they would take 20 mil.
It's difficult when you.
It's difficult. It's difficult because 20 million is not a lot of money.
It's not. No, when you're talking about getting that next level striker, 20 million ain't a lot of money.
No, it's got to be 30, 40 mil, you know, for your Sanchez's and them sort of level players.
I think we said it last week in the. I think you said it, Paul, that Sacco cost us 3 million. Look how good he's been.
That's it. Sometimes you've got to go and get that rough diamond. Like Lanzini is a rough diamond, then
yeah.
Put him out the bag. No one knows about him. Good sign. Oh, you need someone, like a Demba Ba sort of character that no one knows about. Comes in, bangs in about 15. That'd be great. But names wise, I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
I think the Days have got a big name up their sleeves, personally.
I do.
I think it's going to be a big marquee signing when we play that Barcelona friendly. If that comes off, it's meant to be. I think I've got a feeling there's a big name on the horizon. Probably already a done deal, I suspect, and they want to announce it. That's my view.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I don't know.
It's exciting to see what happens in the summer. I can't wait to see who does eventually come in.
I mean, looking at the 3 teams that could potentially go down, what if you said Newcastle? I don't know. Sunderland, no one there. Villa, no one there. Norwich, no one there. Yeah. So
start of the season, Gomes possibly at Swansea, but he's gone right off the ball, and he looked an absolute beast at the beginning of the season, but now he's gone off, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think whoever it is, like I say, though, don't know.
No, it's tough. It's tough. Like you say, they could pull one right out of the bag. A real special player.
Yeah. Okay. Next up to talk about. This is a controversial one for Luke anyway. Last team to beat us at Upton Park. Who do you think will be the last team to beat us at Upton Park? Say hello to my cat.
I'll let you take that one first. You
Uh,
know what I think it's going to be.
Yeah, and I think it's the same view. I am very, very concerned about what's going to happen 2 weeks tomorrow when they play Tottenham.
Yep.
I think they're nailed on to win the league. I hate to say this. I think they are.
I think so as well.
And
I think they're an oiled machine now.
And I think they will beat us quite easily. I think if we have one of our slow starts.
I don't think we're going to lose that game. I really don't. We've played well against the better teams. We haven't suffered from the slow starts really in the main against the better teams, apart from Tottenham at White Lane. But no, I think it's going to be such a big game. Under
The
the
atmosphere will be
lights,
incredible.
the crowd is going to be so up for it, and I don't know. I can't see us starting slow in a game like that. I think we're going to come out.
Who else
I
is left?
think we're going to
Is
win.
it Man United? Arsenal? Man United's left at Upton Park, in it. Is Arsenal left as well?
Arsenal,
Possibly
yeah.
could be Arsenal as well. But
Yeah,
obviously, you would take. Is it Bournemouth at the minute
Bournemouth,
who takes
yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But, well, it happened so long ago. It won't be sort of remembered as much as when we did Arsenal.
yeah.
So I really don't want Tottenham to take it, but I don't know. I just got a real bad feeling that it is going to be them. And we ain't living that down because we ain't let Arsenal live it down. So, like I say, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, guys. I really hope I'm wrong.
Hope so too.
Leave some comments, guys. Let us know who you think is going to be the last team to beat us at Upton Park.
Yeah,
Or is it already happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not confident whatsoever for that game, but we'll cover that in a couple of weeks' time. But
Yeah.
So it's a horrible thing to say. I know. But,
It's all right. By then, Emenike will be banging in the goals, mate. Lanzini will be back tearing it up. We'll be flying. We'll be fourth. We'll be laughing.
Yeah.
let's hope.
Right,
What would be great though, wouldn't it, if we stopped and win the league? Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We need
sorry,
to,
any Spurs fans that are watching, but that would be like greatest moment of my life if we
need
beat
to
Tottenham.
slip
and stop
something
them
into lasagna again.
Yeah.
Right, okay, next one. This is a good thing to talk about. Basically, what we're going to be doing now over the weeks, talking about the last team to beat us at the Boleyn. We're going to be doing the best and worst, in our opinion, at the Boleyn. Different topics to talk about each week. This week, we're going to be talking about goals. So, well, there's not really a worst goal, I suppose. Maybe there could be if you thought about it long enough. But we're talking about the best goals this week that we've seen at Upton Park for and against us. So best goals that we've scored, best goals that teams have scored against us, and also the best moments as well of goals. So lads, what's your input? The best goal you've seen at Upton Park?
Should we start with the obvious one, Mr. Di Canio?
Well, you got to say it, and you got to put it in there. That's
Yeah.
probably in everyone's top 5, surely.
Oh yeah.
Again, that's another moment as well. You tell your grandkids, I was there when
Yeah.
Paolo put that in.
Yeah.
It's
Fantastic.
not even just the amazing finish, but the build up, the Foe ball, the Di Canio.
Yeah, the whole season,
Sinclair
the whole
cross
season was incredible as well. Like,
Yeah,
Paolo
and
was just,
I have to mention, because I mention this all the time, and it always annoys me that it don't get spoken about, because it was the same season as that goal was Trevor Sinclair against Derby when he
Boxing
scored
Day, I was there.
bicycle kick.
Amazing.
So in my opinion, best goal I've ever seen at the Boleyn. It was a corner from Di Canio, chipped it to the edge of the box to Joe Cole, did a little flick, little touch, whipped it across for Sinclair,
Oh, yeah.
bicycle kick.
Wonderful.
Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable goal.
So that, guys, I was making notes for this. Obviously, we get together, don't we, and we talk about what we're going to talk about. I've just remembered one, top of my head there. Do you remember Anton Ferdinand against Fulham?
Yeah.
What a goal that was. Wow.
The same game,
for a
actually.
centre half. Yeah. Benny scored one in that game as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Absolute cracker. Yeah. Another one as well, sorry. I think it was that season as well. Do you remember Colton Coles against Tottenham when he chested it down, turned, absolute wonder goal? Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I remember.
And then made a mistake and cost us the
Yeah,
game.
then he made the mistake and passed it to Jermaine, yeah. But yeah, that cracking goal that was.
How about some free kicks? There haven't been many, to be fair, down the years. Cresswell did a couple, one last season against Stoke.
Yeah.
So Artes this year, also against Stoke, I believe.
Yeah.
It's excellent. By Cat. And obviously Carlos. his first goal for West
Yeah,
Ham.
Carlos against Tevez. That's up there with goal and moment, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like moment was incredible. The atmosphere was outrageous. You know what I mean?
Actually,
Also,
yeah,
sorry, goals was as well. Sorry to interrupt there. Paolo against Arsenal as well. It was just a performance, you know, where this he was like taking the piss out of Keown, Adams, Dixon, and Winterburn. Like that was just one of them moments for me as well with goals.
it was a brilliant day.
Yeah.
Patrick Vieira spat at Neil Ruddock.
Sinclair against Man City. Remember that one, or was it Charlton? Where he sort of need it, where he chested, need it, and put it in. Trevor Sinclair.
That was Boxing Day. That was against Charlton.
Yeah, that was a great goal. Great goal. What a player he was, guys. What a player he was.
Fantastic. Tricky Trev.
One of my favourite players, but we'll come on to those as well in another podcast.
Yeah. What about against, guys? For me, there's a few, obviously. I remember Thierry Henry. I think it was the year we went down, actually. We was winning 2-0.
Yeah.
And this guy's chested, turned, boom, like 35 yards or whatever it was. Incredible. Definitely one of the best players I've seen at Upton Park as well.
In that game, actually, when we were 2-0 up, Canute missed the penalty, which would have given him a hat-trick.
Yes, I remember that. I do remember that.
Probably the catalyst for us getting relegated that year was throwing that lead away in the first game.
For me, best goal against was David Beckham.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The chip.
Disgusting, that.
Phenomenal goal, absolutely. I remember I was there and I remember seeing it go in, and it was one of them where you just had to applaud it. It was just.
Yeah, it was amazing. You got to put out. I don't like the man, but Rooney's goal against us, was it last year, 2 years ago, from the halfway line? You can't deny it. Bit of a goalkeeping mistake, but it was a great goal, wasn't it? It was a great goal.
And the other side of Manchester, Yaya Toure.
Oh,
so he's torn us apart a couple of times at Upton Park, but he's got an absolute banger. Use your favourite word, poor Weldy. In off the crossbar, I think it was. It was another one of those where you just thought this guy.
You always used to score amazing goals against us. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Oh, wow, hardest side foot in football. What a player he was.
He used to score some rockets against us.
Yeah, definitely. I remember Jermaine Genius scoring a wonder goal against us as well when he was up at Newcastle. I remember that, a really good goal as well. And just trying to rack my brain, you know, the memories of great goals that have gone in.
And
because you've got to appreciate goals that go in against us that are wonderful. Do you know what I mean? It makes the game, doesn't it? It's just wonderful, yeah.
We've probably forgotten quite a few, so make sure you tell us in the old comments.
Yeah, what is the best goal you've seen at Upton Park against us and for us, guys? Please let us know.
Staying on the same topic, briefly, moments.
Oh,
so we've talked about, obviously, Tevez, his first goal, the free kick against Tottenham. Any others? I know we spoke about before, Luke, Stuart Pearce.
Yeah, Tottenham game. I know we lost that game, but that's probably one of the best games of football I've ever been to as well.
Yeah.
Just moment, the noise, atmosphere, incredible. What a game that was.
Todorov scored the other goal in that game, I recall. I think it was a goal for us.
Yeah. And former Hammerford and Redbov, he scored for them, didn't he? Yeah.
I don't think I've ever celebrated a goal like I celebrated that Stuart Pearce free kick.
Konchesky's FA Cup final goal is up there, but that's not at Upton Park, but that's definitely up there.
I think the 4-0 against Man United in the League Cup was
Johnny Spector.
Johnny Spector, yeah, Super Johnny.
In the snow.
For me as well, Parker's goal against Wigan, which sort of kept us up that year. That was a great goal, great moment as well. Just kept us up there.
I know a lot of these are quite sort of, you've got to remember we're in our early 30s, so we're only doing this from our lifetimes. Just bear that in mind. But I've completely forgot what I was going to say, so I have to cut that. I had a really good one come to my head.
Harewood against Arsenal. Again, it wasn't the greatest goal, but I think we scored in a 92nd minute to win the game, and the atmosphere just boom, just burst into moments. And I remember me and you wasn't actually there, Paul. We was obviously working in Mallorca at the time. But when Everton and Christian Daly scored in that playoff semi-final,
oh yeah,
I think if you were actually there, I bet that was incredible moment, because it was incredible and it was just me and you in the room. So what was actually like in the stadium that day must have been immense.
In terms of atmosphere as well, in our first year back up in the Premier League when we beat Chelsea 3-1.
Oh yeah, yeah.
One of the loudest I've heard Upton Park, actually, when that third goal with the back of the net, it was surreal.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, lads, pushing for time here, so I'm going to have to move us on. Once again, as Lee said, if you've got your favourite moments, Upton Park, make sure you share them in the comments down below. Yeah, moving on now though to fan questions. What are the questions this week, Luke?
Right, I've only got a few, obviously, because we've got about 5 minutes remaining. So I'm just some have come from the same people, so I'm just going to pick one or two from each one, and we'll do our best. Okay. So from @Callum_22614, if you could add one player into a full strength, fully fit West Ham team, who would it be realistically?
Right now,
Right now,
Jamie Vardy.
realistic. Yeah, I think that's a great shout.
Who's that? Sorry,
Jamie Vardy.
James
That's a great
Vardy.
shout.
Oh yeah,
That's a great shout. Great
yeah.
shout. Yeah.
I'll take that. Do you know? Again, there's too much competition there, but going from the same team, Mahrez, how fantastic would it be to
Oh
see him
God,
in
yeah.
the Stam shirt?
Wow, yeah. Brilliant. Yeah.
Be interesting to see if they're one season one, or obviously Vardy had a little bit of the end to last season, but I think I can't remember who said. I think it was Jamie Carragher or Jamie Redknapp on Sky Sports at the weekend. That said it's feasible that Leicester could actually win the league this year and get relegated next year because they've all
It
played
could.
out of
It could.
skins.
It could. It
Can't
could. They're
remember exactly
playing
what
well above
said.
themselves, aren't they?
So it'd be interesting to
Yeah.
see. This isn't the Leicester program, obviously.
Okay. Next question, guys. From Callum again. Excluding Tevez, what one person would you like to add to Noble's testimonial roster? I think that's a really good question. That for me. I would love. I remember Dennis Bergkamp's testimony when Cruyff come on and players like that. I would love to see Trevor Brooking come on for 10 minutes just for them old school fans. You know, just have a little run out, let him touch the ball, and it'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
It's a tough question actually because a lot of big names already in. I'm gonna say Robert Green.
Yeah, yeah. I
He,
suppose he's a legend of that Mark era, isn't he?
Yeah.
yeah,
Kept us up.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was brilliant for us. Frankly,
Mm.
over the years he was at West Ham. So yeah, I'd go Rob Green.
First
Yeah.
name that comes to mind for me, not different era, not as far back as Luke's one, but another goalkeeper, Shaka Islam.
Mm.
Oh,
I'd love to see Shaq
Big
back
Shaqs,
over West
yeah.
Ham.
Big Shaqs, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, the teams they've got confirmed, I mean, it's pretty much covered, isn't it, really, to be honest? They've done well.
Yeah, definitely. Next question, guys. Antonio right back for Blackburn. Yes or no?
No, for me.
No. Yeah, because he came on, then he covered it right back the other
He
night,
done
didn't he?
well. I mean, he done well at right back, but I don't know why you'd want to play him at right
I
back
wouldn't take
when
that
he's such
game.
a good threat going forward.
But who's going to play
gamble
there?
Byron,
Yeah, I don't know.
he's
Can't he
cup
cup
tied,
I
isn't
don't
he?
know.
cup time?
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. I'm getting
Maybe,
the question a bit more now. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah, maybe he would have to fit in there.
Yeah.
Next question, guys, from @Tom Curtis. If you could rewrite any memory from West Ham, what would it be? Obviously, he says the FA Cup final. I suppose that's the most obvious one. So very quickly, guys, what is your memory you'd like to change?
A cup we've never won, the League Cup, when we played Aston Villa,
Yeah,
and
that was mine actually.
Wimmy came on. I mean, you'd just break his legs, wouldn't you? Say he weren't fit
Yeah.
or something.
That is mine as well because that was such a great season. I think our name was on the cup that year. Apart from that moment, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker.
Memory that I would change. Sam Allardyce ever being manager.
Yeah, that's a good
I'll
one.
back that up. Harry Kane scoring the penalty rebound.
Yeah.
And last, go on, carry on, mate. I was going to say last question because we are very, very tight now. If you could be part of any West Ham moment which you missed out on, what would be your choice? Obviously, for me, very quickly, 84-85 season must have been incredible. That's all you hear, like people like our dad's generation talk about. I suppose that's probably the one I would love to be part of the most, I think.
Yeah, for me, it's the 1980 Cup final, last team to ever win it from outside the top division. Wasn't even born. So, yeah, that would have been a good one.
For me, I'd say the same. I'd say the 80 Cup final.
Yeah. Well,
Excuse
that's
me.
all the questions, guys. That is all the questions this week. So I suppose that takes us to the end of the show.
Yeah, okay, thanks very much. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. Same again, if you've got any questions for next week, make sure you leave them down in the comments below. Any thoughts on anything we've talked about during this video, same thing. Let us know. Make sure you like and subscribe. Luke will be back with his Blackburn preview in a couple of days' time, maybe tomorrow or the day after. Probably, what day is it today? Tuesday, probably Thursday.
Yep. Also got my tour video as well to go up. That little tour vlog that I've done of West Ham. Very short video I've done.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep believing, guys. Keep subscribing. They're growing slowly. Come on, you irons. Let's go.